If you're thinking about getting Proton VPN, you've probably got one question in mind. Is it actually one of the best VPNs for privacy, or is it just another company making big promises? There are hundreds of VPNs out there claiming to protect your data, unblock streaming services, and keep you anonymous online. But when you look closer, a lot of them don't actually explain how they do it or why you should trust them. So in this video, I'm going to give you the whole pitch. We will look at what Proton VPN does really well, where it falls short, who it's actually built for, and whether it's worth paying for in 2026. Before we begin, a quick disclosure. If you decide to sign up using my link in the description, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. That helps support the channel, but it doesn't change anything in this review. I also didn't rely only on Proton's website. I looked through independent reviews, security audits, and plenty of real user discussions to make sure this is as balanced as possible. If you decide it's right for you, the first link in the description gives you the current Proton VPN offer with savings of up to 70%. Offers change over time, so check the link to see what's available when you watch this video. Now, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the problem Proton VPN is trying to solve. Without a VPN, your internet provider can usually see which website you visit. Public Wi-Fi at airports, hotels, and coffee shops can expose your traffic if you're not careful. Streaming libraries change depending on where you are. And advertising companies build surprisingly detailed profiles based on your browsing habits. A VPN creates an encrypted connection between your device and the internet, helping protect your traffic from local networks and your ISP. But there is one important catch. Using VPN means trusting another company with your internet traffic. So choosing the right provider matters just as much as using a VPN in the first place. That's where Proton tries to separate itself. The first thing Proton VPN gets right is transparency. The company has a strict no logs policy that's been independently audited multiple times. Instead of simply asking customers to trust their marketing, Proton publishes the results of those security audits. Its apps are also open source, meaning security researchers can inspect the code themselves. That's still relatively uncommon in the VPN space. The company is headquartered in Switzerland, which has strong privacy protections compared to many other countries. For people who genuinely care about privacy, not just unlocking Netflix, that combination of independent audit, open source software, and Swiss jurisdiction gives Proton a level of credibility that's difficult for many competitors to match. The second major, strength is speed. Proton uses a feature called VPN Accelerator, which it says can improve connection performance by up to 400% in certain network conditions. Its fastest servers also support connections up to 10 gigabytes per second. Independent reviewers consistently place Proton among the faster VPN services available today, especially when using the WireGuard protocol. That's important because some older VPN protocols, particularly OpenVPN, tend to be noticeably slower. The good news is you usually don't need to think about it. WireGuard is already selected by default for most users, so you will automatically get the better performance. Next comes streaming. This is one of the biggest reasons why people buy VPNs in the first place. Proton VPN operates thousands of servers across more than 120 countries. Its premium servers are specifically optimized for streaming services, including Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video, Hulu, Max, ESPN, and many others. If you travel regularly and suddenly discover that your favorite shows aren't available in your current country, Proton makes it easy to connect back through your home region. One feature I particularly like is profiles. Instead of manually choosing the same country over time, you can create shortcuts for your favorite locations. For example, one click could automatically connect you to a US streaming server. Small feature, but genuinely useful. Another feature worth mentioning is NetShield, right? This is a Proton's like built-in blocker for ads, trackers, malware, and known phishing domains. Instead of simply encrypting your connection, it actively blocks many unwanted requests before they ever load. Inside the app, you also get privacy dashboard showing how many ads, trackers, and malicious domains have been blocked. It's a nice reminder that the VPN is actually doing something in the background. Now let's talk about one of the Proton's biggest advantages, the free plan, right? Unlike many VPN companies that offer limited time trials, Proton actually provides a permanent free version. There are no advertisements, no monthly data limits, and your data isn't sold to advertisers to support the free service. That's why many reviewers consider it the best genuinely free VPN available today, right? So it gives you like a completely risk-free basically way to test the software before deciding whether you need the premium version, right? So another thing I appreciate is Proton's wider ecosystem. The same company also develops encrypted email through the Proton Mail, secure cloud storage with Proton Drive, Proton Pass for password management, and Proton Calendar. If you already trust Proton's approach to privacy, it's convenient like having multiple privacy focused services under one company. Now let's switch to the honest downsides, because no VPN is perfect. The biggest complaint is pricing, right? If you are paying month to month, Proton VPN isn't the cheapest option. The best value comes from longer subscriptions. If your only goal is finding the lowest monthly cost possible, there are less expensive VPN providers available. You're paying extra for Proton's privacy, reputation, and transparency. The second downside is the free plan itself. Yes, it's excellent, but it's intentionally limited. You only get one device. Server selection is restricted. Streaming support is very limited. Torrenting isn't available on the free tier. So while it's fantastic for basic privacy, anyone wanting streaming or P2P support will eventually need a paid subscription. The third issue mainly affects heavy torrent users. Some recent user reports have mentioned reduced speeds on certain P2P servers during busy periods. Proton has acknowledged using traffic management under certain circumstances. That doesn't affect most everyday users, but if torrent performance is your number one priority, it's something worth testing during the refund period. Next comes customer support. Unlike some competitors, right, Proton doesn't provide 24/7 live chat support. Most help comes through documentation and email support. For most people, that's perfectly fine, but if you expect immediate assistance at 3 in the morning, you may be disappointed. Finally, there are like a learning curve, right? There is learning curve. Proton includes a lot of advanced features: secure core, profiles, split tunneling, NetShield, protocol settings, alternative routing, stealth mode. Privacy enthusiasts love having all those options, right? So basically, like complete beginners may need a few extra minutes to become comfortable with the interface. There's also one historical event that's worth discussing because it comes up almost every time Proton is recommended. Back in 2021, Proton Mail compiled with a legally valid Swiss court order requiring the login of a specific user's IP address. That event generated a lot of discussion within the privacy community. It's important to understand the context. The case involved Proton Mail, not Proton VPN. Proton has consistently stated that Swiss law treats VPN services differently and that Proton's VPN's no logs architecture remains unchanged. More importantly, this highlights something many VPN advertisements ignore. No VPN can honestly promise absolute anonymity against every government investigation backed by lawful court orders. That's simply not how the real world works. What Proton offers is strong everyday privacy, transparent security practices, independent verification, and a company with a long track record of defending user privacy within the legal framework it operates under. That's a much more realistic promise, and in my opinion, a far more trustworthy one. So, who should actually choose Proton VPN? If privacy is your highest priority, right, then Proton is one of the strongest options available today. If you travel frequently and want reliable access to streaming services around the world, it's also an excellent choice. If you work remotely using public Wi-Fi, the encryption alone makes it worthwhile. Stealth mode can also be valuable for users in countries with internet restrictions. On the other hand, if you're simply looking for the absolute cheapest VPN available, or your primarily use case is high volume torrenting, you may want to compare a few alternatives before deciding. Here's what really makes Proton different. The company wasn't created by a marketing agency chasing affiliate sales. It was founded in 2014 by a scientist who met at CERN. It launched through crowdfunding supported by thousands of early believers. Today, Proton serves like more than 100 million accounts across its services, continues developing open source privacy software, and remains strongly focused on security and transparency. Even small details reflect that philosophy. Instead of trying to collect more information about you, the entire business is built around protecting less of it. That's a refreshing approach in today's internet. So is Proton VPN worth it? For most people, I'd say yes. It's one of the strongest combinations of privacy, transparency, speed, streaming support, and security available today. The free plan is genuinely generous and useful. The pay plans unlock one of the most complete VPN experiences on the market. The trade-offs are straightforward. It costs more than some competitors. The free plan has understandable limitations. Advanced users may notice occasional torrent performance fluctuations, and customer support isn't instant. But none of those outweigh the overall strengths for the majority of users. If you're looking for a VPN built around privacy instead of a flashy marketing, Proton VPN is absolutely one of the safest recommendations you can make in 2026. If you'd like to try it yourself, the first link in the description is my affiliate link. It gives you access to Proton's current promotion with savings of up to 70%, depending on the plan available at that time. And if you're still undecided, start with the free plan. Use it for a while, see how it fits your needs, and only upgrade if you feel it's worth it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.